Yo, yo, yo! What up, guys? Welcome back to the Wyngs podcast. Today I'm joined by the boys Jeremy and also Zainal, myself, Keith. So, yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. And today's topic is basically going to be like, should you actually start investing your time on studies, or do you think that you should actually start working as soon as after Form 5? So, let's just give a bit of background to the audience about how you guys, like any challenges that you faced during your school time, and even for you, Jeremy, maybe during college or university, was there any big challenges or things that you encountered during those times? So why don't we start with Zainal?
Okay. Sorry. Sorry.
It's okay. Zainal's a bit sick today, so thank you for taking the time, and also, you're a bit sick, but still here for the podcast for the audience today. So yeah, just take your time.
Shine.
Okay. So, apa channel soalan tadi?
Your background, like for example, masa you schooling or maybe even secondary school. Yeah, how was it like? Was there any challenges that you faced? Was it a very good time of your life? Things like that. Just share a bit with the audience.
Bagi I lah, sekolah ni I tak minat sekolah.
Okay, yeah, it's okay.
I tak minat sebab dia membuang masa I dari pagi sampai ke petang.
Yeah.
tapi jangan ambil serius, itu dari personal aku je.
Exactly. This is just Zainal's point of view.
Tapi point of view I datang sekolah pun, satu sebab I nak jumpa member, and second just nak lepak-lepak je lah dengan member. Tapi I still belajar jugalah. Tak adalah I pergi sekolah I tak belajar langsung. I still belajar. Maybe I ambil subjek yang I minat je. Yang tak minat I letak tepi. So macam tu lah. Tapi so far masa sekolah semua biasa. Bestnya dengan member je lah.
Okay, so right after Form 5, what was it that caused you like you couldn't, or rather you chose not to further studies but instead to start work? What was it that caused you to do that?
I dari dari kecil lagi I dah cakap lepas Form 5 memang I tak nak sama belajar.
Oh, you already okay.
I nak terus kerja sebab I tahu, sebab kalau dengan zaman sekarang ni nak keluar duit banyak pasal belajar ni.
Betul.
College, buku, projek, banyak duit nak kena keluar. That's why I fikir panjang, I terus start kerja.
Oh.
Yes, that's why I terus
So
kerja.
from the start you already had the plan that after Form 5 you're going to go work, but you already had that thought planted in your head for
sebab I fikir macam tu sebab family tak kaya sangat, sangat just biasa-biasa je. So
sama
I
fikir
so I fikir panjang pasal benda tu. So I decide untuk, I dah cakap dengan ayah I, dah cakap dengan mak I. So I cakap okay, lepas sekolah I tak nak sama belajar, nak terus kerja, terus cek duit. Sebab family perlukan duit kan. So that's why I decide macam tu.
Okay, that's very good. I mean, at least the audience has a rough idea of your background. How about Jeremy, bro? Let us know a bit about your schooling background,
I had a good schooling life. If you all know that, if the previous episodes, we would have talked about in a one-on-one interview with me and Alex, that we both were in the same school. So yeah, schooling life was good. Obviously translated to how both of us are here. And also in I think during primary school, I had a few hops. I think so. My only challenges was not studying, is changing schools, because we used to shift a lot of houses. So I think I was in Bukit Bintang. From Bukit Bintang I shifted to Subang. Then from Subang I shifted to Lasal. Yeah. So quite a shift. That's just primary school.
Wow, just primary you shifted three different schools.
3 different schools already. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and then secondary, Form 1 Form 1 the first 3 months I was in Puchong, a school in Puchong.
Oh, okay.
Then finally, for God's sake, I ended up in Shah Alam, which me and Umar were schooling, which is from Form 1 April onwards. Yeah. So from there onwards, I didn't change school. Only in secondary I stopped changing school. Yeah.
So you met Umar in secondary school.
In my secondary
Form
school.
Form 1 lah, right?
Form 1, yeah. Form 1, yeah.
So you guys were same class from Form 1 to Form 5?
Form 1, I was a bit dumb. So to say primary school, I was a bit dumb, just having fun, kid life,
Neglecting your studies.
Yeah, neglecting. I was like, what?
Normal, how people.
Yeah, I was like, what? I don't give a I have until Form 5 to study, so the first 5 years I'm just gonna enjoy my life schooling.
Yeah.
So I was more focused in other things like sports and anything, but I couldn't pursue anything in primary in sports because I keep changing school.
Yeah.
So it's a bit hard also, but yeah. Then that happened. So that was the only challenges in studies. Primary, I was not too bad, not too good. I was an average student. I think so. I got 3B to C for my UPSR. They have that time.
Average.
Average. I don't know what you guys are calling it now, right? Then from Form 1, I was still dumb, so I was actually in the back class because I was changing. This is the problem. When you change school quite a bit, they don't put you in the front class. And
I mean, like when you say you're dumb, meaning like you got placed in a class that was like the lower
classes,
like,
like yeah. Honestly, but I was from LaSalle. I was I was from a Puchong school, right? I was from Puchong school. Then when I came there, they said, "Oh, there's no space. They should put me in the back class." I swear to God, they put me in the back class. I think so. Only for Form 1, I was in the back class. I think so. Form 2 onwards, I jump into
slowly improve.
Yeah,
and
jump
get
into the middle class.
middle classes lah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Uma on the other hand was a smart kid.
Oh, then how did you?
Yeah,
how did you know Uma?
yeah,
Like,
bro,
you were
see.
not classmates.
Yeah, so as this is the thing, I think so. Uma was in the 4th class, right? Yeah, 3rd class. Yeah, Uma was in the 3rd class actually.
Oh,
yeah,
the third best class.
Yeah, the third best class. So Uma was a smart kid, you know, since Form 1. So I always knew that these figures out there because I knew him for coming late to school.
Oh.
Yeah, coming to school with a blonde hair.
Wow. I didn't know that. Uma with blonde hair.
Yeah, Uma was that dude that liked to break rules, but then
Oh, really?
he's not like a very harsh guy. He's just I think so. He breaks the rules just to get off from school. I think so. He doesn't want to go.
Yeah, but like the impression I get from him after working here and meeting him, he seems like a very nice guy. He doesn't seem like the type who break rules,
Yeah.
So when you tell me like Uma with blonde hair, I was quite shocked as well. But how about you? What was it that like after Form 5? What was it that made you decide like, okay, I don't want to further my studies. I think I better work instead. What was it?
Yeah. So after me building up in school, then I became a bit okay. Form 5 was like doing quite good. I was quite up and everything.
Yeah.
And then I did do good in my SPM as well. Like I did quite good at SPM as well. So I can further my studies. Actually,
Exactly,
I could have furthered my studies like full time, but I always had the urge to work. I didn't like. Actually, the same thing as what Zainal said. I didn't like the point where you take a loan for your studies and then work your whole life paying the loan. I didn't like that theory. If I'm gonna be studying, so we have to be paid off. Even though my dad was willing to pay for my part-time studies, he did pay for my part-time studies. But I just knew that if I want to study, I just can't stop in diploma. I have to go degree, I have to go masters, only to get the salary that I have in my dreams.
Yeah, true.
I can't stop in diploma or degree to get the salary I want. I have to really study hard. I really have to go all the way. And I know that that money is not something. I know eventually my parents are going to say, you have to take the burden now. I'm not gonna take a loan and pay back for my studies ever. So I thought about it and I was like, you know what? For my parents' sake, I'll do part-time studies.
When you said part-time studies, what do you mean by part-time
So
studies?
at that time, that you can take a course like business administration. It's the course that I took.
Okay.
You can take the course part-time studies. So you come to college only on Saturday and Sundays.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I was working from Monday to Friday.
You're working and then on weekends you study.
Yeah, so-
Wow, that's really hustling as well.
Yeah, so I was doing two things at once because one thing in my head is that I don't know what I am good at. If I had to study, then I'd know what I'm good at. And now I don't know what I'm good at. So I just jumped to a call center job. Then I just tried to work there 5 days. Then I studied. And then slowly I just thought that studying ain't gonna help me because I already chose the path to working full time instead of studying. So I didn't pursue my degree, masters or nothing. Yeah, so I didn't do any of that. I just proceeded to work and hustle hard. I was just hustling all the way.
I'm sure for even both of you guys, besides the money, like you guys were saying, your concern was the money, right? Like
Yeah.
For PTPTN, you guys want to take up a loan and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure besides that, you guys had the thought of time also. I'm going to spend the next 3 years or rather maybe 5 years.
No,
Or-
correct. And also is that I've seen a lot of examples of people who tried studying, and then I've seen how they have turned out, how their life end up, just paying the loan. It was just not attractive for me to, take a point.
understandable.
Yeah.
Ya, kawan I pun semua macam tu. Dia awal-awal je semangat. Lama dia dah fed up lah.
Right, yeah.
Yelah,
Usually
sebab,
that's the case.
diorang ada masa lagi 3-4 tahun untuk habiskan. So benda tu take time. So dalam masa 3-4 tahun tu kau boleh buat macam-macam. Tapi kau kat dalam satu tempat je.
Yeah. So like even for myself, I had a really good primary and secondary schooling life. It was really very nice. But when it came to like college, I was like quite feeling left out and all, and then also like, but eventually it got to a point where like I just want to like finish my studies, get my diploma and whatever, and continue. So when it came to my degree time, I was supposed to take a degree in psychology, but I actually only took like 1 term, so I didn't even complete my degree. And the reason is because of like financial issues also, because I borrowed a loan for PTPTN, same thing. So I got in that trap that you guys tried to avoid, you know. I got into that trap. And then like even I had to pay off my student loans and stuff like that. So when it came to like my degree and didn't have the financials to continue, I told myself like, you know what, screw this. I'm just gonna find a way, you know, maybe start working and stuff like that. So there was a period in my life where I literally just spent 8 months. I was like lost. I was just like 8 months doing nothing, not even working, not even doing anything. Like I was just lost for 8 months. And then after that, my mom's friend, like a close family friend, he was a professional photographer. So he pulled me in to be his like student lah. That's where it all started. Like basically he pulled me into photography, and then from there I slowly developed the interest and started a YouTube channel. From there I went into working with Astro as well, and that's what brought me to here. So basically I also had like quite a rough and rocky education journey, I would say. Yeah.